Hello, welcome to the Kitchen Spy. My name is Kate and this is a shopping haul video. Well, actually it's a series of hauls because these are the little local shops that I do in between my bigger shops, which during the lockdown I've tried to do as infrequently as possible. So this is over a period of a few weeks, and I go to my little local shop, which, if you haven't seen any of my videos before, is actually a garage shop, but they've made a real effort to keep in fresh fruit and vegetables and food for the local people. So I want to support them, and so that's what I'm doing. In between my big shops, I'm going there, and this is a series of those hauls all in one video. And then at the end, I'll tell you how much they all came to. Obviously, it's more expensive than going to a supermarket, but I guess it's the convenience that you're paying for, and also the fact that you don't have to go into the big stores. Okay, so we'll start off on this first one, and you can see just by looking at that this is quite an array of stuff for a small shop. So I got some Stilton, and this is some Clausen Stilton, and that's quite a good brand and nice to eat. And then some gorgeous strawberries. The strawberries from the shop have been really, really lovely. Some feta cheese, because that's really good for on salads and things, and also if you do my beetroot fritters, it's really nice with that. And then some salted butter, and this is for baking. And I've also got a lettuce, an iceberg lettuce again, but you know, it's lettuce. A can of kidney beans, and also a bag of summer fruits. Now this is quite expensive at £4.20, but there is a kilo in there. Then I've got some cherry tomatoes and some spring onions and some asparagus, which, as you can see, is on a kitchen towel, because I've washed it and it's a bit woody on the end, but I'm sure that'll be fine. And then we've got some charcuterie, so this is some Spanish tapas, and then some blueberries, which we tend to put onto cereals or into yogurt, and then a Savoy cabbage, which looks really lovely. I love cabbage. And then our usual oranges or tangerines or nectarines or clementines, whatever they are, and a cauliflower, which, although it hasn't got many leaves around it, looks quite nice. And then on to the next haul. So we've got some of the usual yogurts that we get from there. So these are Llaethyrllan yogurts, and they have a really lovely flavour, feel really creamy, but they're low fat, and they have some lovely flavours like gooseberry and pineapple and rhubarb and mandarin and blueberry, yeah, they are really nice. If you see them anywhere, I would recommend that you buy them, absolutely. Then a plain natural yogurt, and then a bag of new potatoes. Now these are not Jersey Royals, but I'm sure they'll be lovely regardless. And then a pack of crackers. They hadn't got Jacobs, so I just got these Happy Shopper crackers, but I'm not a happy shopper, in fact, because it looks like it's broken quite a lot, and there's a fair few stuff down the side, but not to worry, I'm sure they'll be fine, and they were only 85p. Then onto some cheese. This is just cheddar cheese from Bob the Butcher, who makes an appearance in nearly every shop in this area, and a pack of red Leicester. I haven't seen that for ages, so it'll be nice to have some red Leicester. And a couple of lettuces, which, yay, thank goodness, are not iceberg lettuces, so looking forward to getting stuck into those. And a couple of bottles of wine. Now these Secretary Bird bottles of wine are actually really nice, so we tend to have the Shiraz and the Sauvignon Blanc, and they're $6.25, which for, again, a local shop is not a bad price. Then some beetroot, because I'm just loving beetroot at the moment, and I'm not sure what I'll do with that, but probably roast it. And then some of these tangerines again, really lovely. We eat a lot of them. Well, as you can tell, they're just appearing all over the place. And then a couple of packs of strawberries, and also a butternut squash. I think it's just fab that you can get a butternut squash from your local shop. That used to feel quite exotic, but and I'm enjoying butternut squash at the moment in quite a lot of ways, but mainly roasted. Then this next little haul was really about fruit and veg. So yeah, as I was saying, I think I said on one of the other videos, it feels like I'm shopping like my mum used to when she used to go to the little shops all the time, you know, every day or every couple of days. So we've got some cucumber, some strawberries again, bananas, and some bigger oranges and some clementines, and they're on a tea towel because I've already washed them. Yeah, and these tomatoes look quite nice. Yeah, so yeah, another little haul and really nice fresh produce from the local shop. Then actually this is another shop, so we were in the opposite direction. So we went to another shop in a village in the other direction. So we got these free from millionaire shortbreads. Uh, these are really nice. I haven't had them, but my husband has had them and he says they're really tasty. And I think they're not really that calorific considering what they are. Then a bag of gluten-free bake in the oven bread rolls. So we're having trouble getting gluten-free bread at the moment, except on a big shop. And then some corned beef. I absolutely love corned beef. My favourite sandwich in the entire world is white crusty bread with corned beef and pickled beetroot. It's making my mouth water just thinking about it. I know that's a really simple sandwich, but it really is my favourite, and perhaps with a pack of plain crisps on the side. Then a couple of Welsh cheddars, mature cheddars, because I'm going to be doing a cheese and potato pie. So a couple of blocks of that because you use a lot. And here are the potatoes for the cheese and potato pie as well. And these look actually quite good, these washed potatoes. Didn't say what brand, I mean what salt they are. And then a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc and also a bottle of Shiraz. And then another little haul, and this time back to our usual shop. So I've got some gluten-free chocolate fingers here for my husband who's running out of snacks. And then after waxing lyrical about the corned beef and beetroot sandwiches, I bought this. This was the best I could get, and hopefully it'll be all right. So maybe I'll get one of those in the next few days. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Some more strawberries. I'm beginning to think we've got kind of a strawberry and orange addiction going on here, but you know, we eat a lot of fruit. And then some dishwasher tablets, some Cristal dishwasher tablets. I have no idea what these are going to be like. I'm not holding out much hope, but I hope they'll be fine because I've run out. And then some toilet tissue, which is $2.25 for 4, and I think that's probably expensive, but hey. Then I got some nectarines. So I think I said that I don't like peaches. I do like the flavour of peaches, and I love nectarines, and they haven't got the fur on the outside, which makes it better. And then some turkey, which is £3.50, but there's actually 200 grams there, so I think that's not too bad. Another butternut squash. I like the ones that are fatter at the top because I think they're easier to prepare and you get more out of them. And then again, something I'm not holding out much hope for, these 40p can of tomatoes, but hopefully it'll be all right. And then some antiviral surface cleaner, and it says that it kills 99% of viruses and germs, including coronavirus. So there you go. I'm not going to come over all President Trump and give any guidance on that, obviously. Anyway, on to the final bit of this. I'm sorry if this is going on, but with these mini hauls, it's a bit weird. So just got these packs of mini poppadoms. So they were 65p each, or 2 for £1. So I bought 2. There's 25 grams in a bag, and I think they're 129 calories in the bag. I can't quite see whether it's 129 or 125 anyway, so not too bad, and my husband and I would probably share them. And then I've got some frozen broccoli. I've never had frozen broccoli before, but I hope this will be all right. Anyway, it's worth a try, and it was only £1, and I can't get fresh broccoli at the moment. Then Radio Times with a very beautiful lady on the front. Not sure what all that about, some drama. I'll have a look later. And then some peach slices in juice, which I won't probably eat, but you know, they'll be useful in the cupboard. And then a onion. I've just got one onion because I'm doing a big shop next. And then some of this dip, which I thought would be nice with some carrot sticks or some cucumber, and it's really low in calories, so I thought that would be good to have in for a little snack instead of kind of raiding the crisp cupboard. Obviously some strawberries. I'm getting a bit embarrassed about the amount of strawberries and clementines or whatever that we eat, but there you are. And some more of these lovely yogurts in various different flavours. As you can see, the gooseberry one is my favourite. And some meringue bases, some meringue nests. And then we've got some olives. Now, the lady in the shop, she said she couldn't get like big pots. So what she did was she got a big bag of these olives and she put them individually into the pots. They're 75p each and they're really nice actually, so that's good. So then some beetroot and some clementines, and the whole thing came to £88.89. So if you're leaving now, thanks very much for watching, and if you're not leaving, I've just got a greenhouse update for you. So that revolting looking thing there is actually rainwater from the rainwater butt. I'm told it's fine, it's going to work okay. So I'm just giving you an update on the seedlings. So that was a courgette, those are the sunflowers. These are the cucumbers that are looking really healthy, and I'm going to be planting those out soon. Then this is mint, and I've just got one tiny little thing coming up which I suspect is not mint at all, but I'm holding out hope for that. Those are the geraniums. Those are doing really well, and I'm actually going to pot those on tomorrow, being Saturday. And then these are basil, and there's a couple of taller plants in there that you can see. And subsequently to this, I've realised they're actually marigolds, which are these. So I've got some African marigolds, and I've got some other marigolds whose name I can't remember. I can't read the labels whilst I'm looking at this video, but if you can, there you go. And then these are the tomatoes along the top, and there's two varieties of tomato. I've got something called Baby Boomer, and I've got something called Summer Sensation. And I think the Summer Sensation was actually kind of a mix of seeds, so I'm really not sure what some of these are going to be, but I'm just going with it. And I know there's lots of them, but what I don't use, then I'll make sure that I give to friends. So nothing will get wasted, hopefully. So these are some of the herbs that I seeded. So this is thyme, and I've got a couple of pots of these, and I think when they're big enough I need to pot those on into individual ones. So this is going to be a big potting weekend, I think. I probably need to leave those just a tiny bit longer, I think. Then I've got some coriander. I've got about 4 or 5 pots of coriander, and I'm quite excited about that because I use a lot of coriander in my cooking, so I'm hoping they all come good. I've also got rosemary as well. So this is the trench or the bed in the greenhouse. So I've covered the base of it with this poly because we've got this really invasive root, and I'm going to fill this with compost. And I'm going to grow my tomatoes, some of my tomatoes and the cucumbers in here, and I'm going to be using a watering system which I'll share with you when I do it, and I hope it works, called Oya, I think, which is terracotta pots. So we've got some compost here which I'll be using a lot of this coming weekend to pot some of the plants up. And here's Jess. She's had enough of the greenhouse. She's going back to the house. She does like being down here with me, but she gets a bit bored and wants to go back and lie outside the front door and look at the squirrels and the pheasants. I think they're much more interesting than I am, and I don't blame her. Anyway, so here she is. So here's Jess, and there is a update for the greenhouse. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And there you go, that's the video with the haul, or many hauls, and an update for the greenhouse, and of course a little bit of Jess. So I hope you've all enjoyed that, and if you have, I hope you join me on my next video, which is on Sunday, which is going to be a recipe, and that recipe is from the Pinch of Nom cookbook, and it's for their doner kebab. So I cooked that, and I also made some gluten-free flatbreads without yeast because I just can't get yeast at the moment, and they were okay. I'll use the recipe again. So that's the recipe coming up on Sunday. So if you're already a subscriber, thank you so very much for supporting me and this channel. It really means a lot to me. And if you're not a subscriber and you feel like you might want to join us on this journey for our meals of the week, hauls and recipe videos, then please click the subscribe button. It really does mean the world. And if you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you on the next one. And in between then and now, stay safe. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.